What's up, guys? It's Carlo back with another video. Hope y'all doing amazing. Hope y'all doing great. It's Monday, Motivational Monday. I hope y'all are doing the things you want to do, accomplishing your goals, and everything you ever wanted. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the heart chakra. You already see the title of the video. I'll be talking about the heart chakra. And I'm so excited for this because this is one of my favorite chakras. You know, out of the chakras are very important, but this is probably one of my favorite ones because it's the heart. You know what I mean? Like it's all about love, it's all about compassion, showing gratitude, you know what I mean? And it's one of my favorites. So let's get straight into it. So I have a bunch of notes that I'm gonna be reading off and also giving examples and stuff like that. So the heart chakra is in the center of your heart. It's right here in the center. And it's the color green, okay? I'm literally surrounded by a bunch of plants. Check this out right here. Hey. What's up? But yeah, it's the color green. That's the heart chakra. It's green. When it is at a higher energy frequency, it can turn into pink. So yeah, it can also turn into pink. I honestly did not know that until I read about that. It's the elements of air. It's some healing stones that you can use, like crystals, are pink quartz, clear quartz, jade, and green calcite. When it comes to the heart chakra, most of us have energy blocks, and that closes up the heart chakra. You know what I mean? It closes it up, and it doesn't allow love space to enter into us, and that can lead to exhaustion, being dull, and it can even lead to illness. The psychological meaning associated with the chakra are love for oneself and others, relating and relationships, compassion, empathy, forgiveness and acceptance, transformation, change, just changing, going, like being in one state and going on to the other one, you know what I mean? Ability to reach people, be able to reach out to people and show people love. You know what I mean? It's all about love, this chakra, and that's why I love it. Compassionate, discernment, center of awareness, integration of insights to love. Also, it's to integration between earthly meanings and spiritual aspirations, meaning that, like, earthly meaning, like, I guess the physical of, like, me showing love to you on a third dimensional way, you know what I mean? Like by saying hello, saying like things like that, you know what I mean? And just showing gratitude to that person. And on a spiritual level, it's like you're so combining each other and just like loving each other, you know what I mean? Because that's what it's about. I have a cat right here too. Also transcending personal identity and limitations of the ego. So when it comes to the heart chakra, it's like you're getting rid of the ego, you know what I mean? Like you're letting all that egotistical stuff go, and when you're in your heart space and talking from a place in your heart, it's so different, you know what I mean? Because I'm literally talking through my heart space, I'm saying how I feel like right now, you know what I mean? Like I feel so, I feel happy, I feel so much gratitude just doing this video, and it's so amazing. But yeah, just like personal identity, just talking from the heart space, really. Experience of unconditional love and connection with all. Exactly, man. Like being connected with everybody, being connected with this cat, with the tree, with all life around us. It's so it's so incredible. It's incredible. Um, Heart-centered discernment, appreciation of beauty in all things. Exactly what I just said. Appreciating this plant that's like right next to me. I don't know if y'all can't see it, but like just appreciating everything and showing gratitude to the things that you love. You know what I mean? There's a dog in the background. Sorry about that. Experiencing deep and meaningful relationships. This is truly about connecting and relating on a love and giving and receiving, and how open our heart is. So having meaningful relationships and deep experiences, you know what I mean? Because when you're at that heart space and talking from a place in your heart, it's so different, because it's like you form a better connection with that person, you know what I mean? Instead of talking from like your ego and thinking, oh, I think I'm better than you and shit like that. Like, it's when you talk from your heart space, it's like you're gonna have more meaningful and deep relationships with people than if you talk from an ego based, you know what I mean? If that makes sense to you, which I'm sure it does. The heart chakra is all about connecting and relating. Love is the energy that helps us with empathy, experience with relationships. So yeah, that is how you do that. So when it comes to being an imbalanced heart chakra, it comes with being overly defensive. When you're like, oh, like, you know, you're just defending yourself because you're like you're not opening your heart to that person. You're like, you're so defensive, like, no, what do you mean, like, you know what I mean? Feeling closed down when you're not open to, you're hiding your emotions, you're not open to anything, you're down, you're closed off from everybody. Jealousy, fear, and of intimacy. Same things, like if somebody's with if you have a girlfriend or an ex, and or not even that, you know, I have a better example. Like, let's say if somebody has this amazing car, or even an amazing girl, like that, you want this girl and you're so jealous of that person, and you're like, oh, I wish I was that person. That's just like being so jealous of it, and it's not cool at all, bro, because it's like, why don't you appreciate the things that you already have in your life? Codependency. I thought that was something. Codependency, relying on others' approval and attention, having to be dependent on other people, knowing that you're doing good, you know, that goes with self-love, that you should be happy with yourself and showing your self-love every single day, because when you do that, you're gonna feel happy inside, and you're not even gonna have to have those people approve of, like, oh, do you think I should do this, or should not having people's approval. not having people's approval when you're not asking people. I feel like y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really have to talk about it that much, because it's like codependency. It says it for itself. Like, just not being dependent on people and showing your self-love instead of having other people having to tell you that, oh, you're the best, you're this, you're that. And then that's the only way to lift yourself up, when it's like, no, you can show yourself the same exact love, and you can feel exactly the same way that that person was telling you, and you feel good. Instead of needing that person, now you can tell yourself that, hey, I love myself, I'm happy, I have so much gratitude, I love everybody, I love the plants. You know what I mean? Always putting oneself in the role of savior or the rescuer. Always putting oneself in the role of the savior or the rescuer, or on the contrary, falling into the victimization. Man. Let me read that one more time. Always putting oneself in the role of the savior or the rescuer, or on the contrary, falling into victimization. Wow, that's deep. You know what I mean? Like, having to thinking you have to save everybody or be a rescuer. You know what I mean? Or even falling victimization, that if you fall into victimization. Savior or rescuer falling into victimization. This is a whole pause, bro. Excessive isolation, being antisocial. I feel like that antisocial is different from being alone and not wanting to talk to anybody, because when you want to be alone, it's like you don't want to talk to anybody, which is antisocial in a way, but it's not, because you're taking time for yourself. To maybe you have things that you need to solve within yourself, so that's why you you take time for yourself and show yourself love and do some inner work like that, some shadow work. You know what I mean? Holding grudges, not being able to forgive. You need to forgive people and stop holding grudges from things from the past. Like, you know what I mean? Stop holding those things from the past. Like, let it go and forgive, because that's gonna open your heart space and open your heart chakra. This can also be manifested in the physical, such as lung infection, bronchitis, or even heart-related issues. So that's why it's important to really open that heart space. You know what I mean? Because you could have those problems, which is kind of interesting to think about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy that can even happen. The heart chakras, man. Simple ideas to balance the heart chakra. So now I'm gonna give you guys the fire, the sauce of how to balance the heart chakra. You know what I mean? I was giving y'all the imbalances. Now I'm gonna show y'all how to balance it. So work with the breath to balance your energy. Observe it, play with it, breathing exercises. You know what I mean? That's like meditation, you know, being outside in nature right now, meditating, breathing in and out. Such a great way to open that heart space and really balance it and work with it and play with it, like I just said, you know, just playing with it and being open to whatever your heart is saying. Cultivative your appreciation for the beauty, whether it's nature, people, or in the arts. So yeah, just appreciating, showing gratitude to people, to animals, to nature, you know, everything around you, you know what I mean? Showing all type of energy. Wow, this video is kind of long, 16 minutes long, and I'm not even done. Hey, I'm telling you, this is, I'm excited. So practice self-care and love your body from a good, and you can also use essential oils. I don't do this, I don't use essential oils, but it's a way you can do. Even doing some yoga poses to open your heart chakra. I will make a video about that, how to some yoga poses that y'all can do, or I'll post it on my Instagram of some things to open your heart chakra. Some yoga poses. Hey. Yeah, so another one, self-compassion and acceptance, emotions in your body, showing, you know, just showing compassion to yourself, showing self-love, because that's the most important thing that you need. If you show yourself all that love, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel so good with yourself. You're gonna feel so happy, because it's like you're not gonna need anybody's approval or anything, because you're so happy with yourself and who you are. You know what I mean? Just diving deep into yourself. Focus on receiving if you're naturally to be a giver, and on giving if you're more inclined to receive all the time. So if you give a lot, be open to receive things. Let your heart open and receive messages, presents, whatever it is. It can be whatever. And if you think you receive a lot, then you should start giving more, and you should start giving and helping others. You know what I mean? There's just so many different ways that you can do that. Reflect on your own wounds. That goes into meditation again, you know, or reflect on your old wounds from family, relationships, and come with terms and forgiveness. So exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean. Like, just like just stop holding grudges and forgive people. It's that simple. And the last thing, express your gratitude, even if it's in silence, even if you're just saying it, I don't know, you're just alone right now, you're watching this right now, and just, how about you just say one thing you're grateful for every day, or 3 things you're grateful for every single day. You know, you can be grateful for your life or other things. You know, just being here today is a blessing on everything, because you're here right now, and it's amazing that we're able to experience this and even be here right now talking to y'all. Like, I think it's so crazy. Like, I feel like I always say this, but it's so true, like, that I'm able to connect with y'all through my phone. Like, we are living at such advanced time, and it's just so unbelievable that we can do this. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, this is the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like the button. I hope I brought you some wisdom on this video. I hope this helped somebody who needs to open their heart chakra, open their heart space. But yeah, this is gonna be